Among Rimuru'S subordinates and inhabitants of Tempest, there are different levels of power, hierarchy, and importance among them. Many are part of organizations or units within Tempest, whether it's military, political, or civil. Among the slime's subordinates, besides his executives, there are 4 Heavenly Kings, a group of 4 individuals, with 3 of them handpicked by Rimuru himself, and the 4th was chosen by chance. The 4 Heavenly Kings are considered some of the best Tempest has to offer to the world, and are recognized by other nations as such. Today, let's take an in-depth look at this title, but before that, consider subscribing to the channel to support my work, and leave a like to help the video. First things first, the 4 Reveling Kings, also known as Rimuru'S Big 4, are just 4 individuals. In volume 9 of the light novel, we have the festival arc of the opening of Monster Capital, where Tempest is opened up to various nations and people from across the continent to visit and learn more about the country, with the aim of breaking down the prejudice that everyone has against them and the monsters. During the festival preparations, Rimuru begins to review the positions of his subordinates, such as promoting Gabiru to an executive, Miles to Minister of Finance, Soe to Head of Intelligence, and so on. The problem is that he had 2 very unusual and highly unstable subordinates who had a great chance of causing trouble, especially if they wanted to participate in the tournament that the festival would feature. These 2 are, of course, Shion and Diablo. So, to have an excuse to keep them from participating in the tournament, Rimuru decided to create the group 4 Heavenly Kings, with the 2 of them as members. But he still needed a leader who would keep them under control, and of course, from a distance of problems. And Benimaru, the general of Tempest, was the best choice for that. Thus, Benimaru became the leader of this group. But there was still one person missing, and if Rimuru chooses someone, others might feel left out or sad, excluded. So he decided to use the tournament for that. The subordinate who won the tournament would join as the 4th and final Reveling King. Now, Gabriel couldn't participate because of his research with Vesta, Akuro too, due to his newly discovered daughter, and all the others also have duties, leaving only Gerudo to participate. However, Rigor stepped up and recommended Gobta as a participant and competitor, with Benimaru and Hakuro supporting his recommendation and solidifying the participation of God Gobta. To summarize, since I won't go into the tournament details, Gobta somehow ended up winning and become the 4th Heavenly King. Now, with the title explained, let's talk about its members. Starting with its leader Benimaru, he is the Grand General of Tempest armies, the supreme commander of its military forces, and one of the most powerful and skilled subordinates of the slime. As the supreme commander, Benimaru holds total power over the army and the nation's military strength, with only a few organizations outside of his command, those being directly under Rimuru. Besides the army, Benimaru has his elite team called Kuranai, consisting of 100 ogres, handpicked by him, and all of them extremely powerful and outstanding among the rest. Although they are an elite team, in reality they serve more as his official bodyguards. Matching his position, Benimaru possesses the unique skill Leader or Grand Marshal, which he obtained during the Rimuru'S Harvest Festival. With his unique skill, Benimaru, who can lose his temper during a battle, can stay calm and control himself. Additionally, he is able to sense the flow of power among the military forces, thus being able to read his chances of victory like a prophet. The best part is being able to send orders instantly to his subordinates and enhance the strength of his troops. Next, we have the first problematic child of the group, Diablo, the primordial demon Noir. As we already know, Diablo is Rimuru'S 2nd secretary and butler, valuing his position above anything else. Additionally, being the primordial demon Noir and a demon peer, he is one of the most powerful beings in all of Tempest. This is why he needed to be kept under observation to avoid causing problems during the festival, especially during the tournament. The way Diablo could end up causing chaos showed his strength. If he he entered Tempest tournament, he would annihilate his opponents, and if someone offended him, Rimuru didn't even want to consider that possibility. As for abilities, he has two very powerful unique skills. The first is Seeker, a diminished version of Great Sage that Rimuru possesses. Seeker has similar functions to Great Sage, but lacking the ego voice of Great Sage and Raphael. The second ability is Tempter, which gives him access to the world of temptation, a virtual world that Diablo controls like a god. Within this virtual world, he can influence his targets and spirits, and even manifest the illusion of his virtual world in the material world, as shown when Diablo annihilated the members of the 7 Days Clergy. Additionally, he possesses thought domination, where anyone subdued by Diablo falls under his control, and he dictates the life and death of his target, just like a god. Now, the second troublemaker, as we already know, is Shion, Rimuru's first secretary and probably someone even more problematic than Diablo himself. Being Rimuru's personal secretary, Shion currently can't be considered a fully competent secretary, making two main mistakes for such a role. The main problem is that with her fiery personality, if anyone looked at Rimuru the wrong way or even showed the slightest disrespect, Shion would definitely not stay silent, and Rimuru knows this, which is why he put her under Benimaru's supervision. Additionally, her unique skill, which is a danger even to Rimuru himself, definitely shouldn't be used during the tournament festival. Speaking of her unique ability, let's talk about Master Chef, the skill obtained during the Harvest Festival. This shit ability basically allows Shion to manipulate reality and the laws of the world directly. With Master Chef, Shion can freely change the outcome of any action of hers, or the state of an object or living being to whatever state she desires, as shown when she transformed Edmaris, Raisin and Hayhem to that form of meat. When Shion uses her ability, the results are permanent unless someone else capable of reality manipulation undoes her actions, just like Diablo. Another strong point of this ability is that it allows Shion to determine the best course of action in a given situation, which is a great benefit in various ways. Lastly, we have God Gobta, the fourth Heavenly King, who never wanted to become one. Recommended by Higer and supported by Benimaru and Hakuro, Gobta is the captain of the Goblin Riders and the general of the Green Numbers, so definitely he is someone who could bear this weight. Although not as strong as Tempest executives, Gobta is talented and recognized by many. Having trained in the art of sword by Hakuro, being one of his best disciples, Gobta has growing power in a way that is acknowledged by all, even though he himself is a coward who just wants to stay calm and without responsibilities. According to Grucius, Gobta is the best among the hobgoblins, showcasing his merits. As a unique skill, Gobta possesses Give Me Strength, a skill he gained during the festival tournament. This skill, also called Demon Wolf Summon, allows him to summon Ranga. That's right, Ranga, who only Rimuru could summon until now, can now be summoned by Gobta through this ability, along with the function of a fusion between them. In addition to summoning Ranga, Gobta can merge with the wolf, becoming a werewolf, with Ranga gaining a more humanoid appearance and Gobta gaining part of his power. This power also caught the attention of Milling, who then began training both of them to become proficient in this skill. But that is it about the 4 Rebelling Kings. So, if you like it, consider subscribing to the channel to support my work, leave a like to help my video and comment below what you thought about all of this. Now, bye bye.